wasn't yours. I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back to who I was before. I like me better, I like me better.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So, do you know how many black-owned brands are at Sephora? Because I thought I knew. But just recently I realized, no, there are actually quite a few that I did not know about, but I'm intrigued to know. So if you guys want to know about, I'm not sure. Let's say the number will be in the title, how many brands we're about to talk about that you may or may not have known were at Sephora. Let's go. I was gonna say, of course, we all know, but maybe you don't know. Maybe you are new to makeup. Maybe you are new to my page, so you haven't seen how much I talk about the next few brands that I'm about to talk about. But of course, Denise Myrix can be found at Sephora. When I tell you, like, she is one of those, like, rarely misses, I mean, she is one of those rarely misses. You guys know I swear by the Yummy Skin Balm in the Universal shade as a primer. Of course, I have it on my face today. It does come in actual foundation colors. If you follow Uche anywhere on social media, then that is the foundation that she'll be wearing. Y'all already know her makeup is chef's kiss. The other primer that they just came out with, the one that's like water to powder, also what I have on my face today, and again, does not miss. They have a setting powder. Honestly, I could go on and on, but the products that I've tried from Denise Myrix, she is a complexion queen, okay? Her complexion products, of course, they are going to be inclusive in the shade range, but the longevity, I just absolutely positively love, if not everything that I tried from them, because I do feel like years ago, there was something. It was like a cream, I think it was a cream foundation that I didn't really care for that much. But now that I think about it, I would probably want to revisit that to see if I still feel the same way, you know, since my makeup has certainly changed since the last time that I tried it. But like, if not everything, then most of the things I have tried from Denise Myrix, I am here for. And can't mention Denise Myrix without mentioning Pat McGrath, another just literally. And also, you got to keep in mind that they are actual makeup artists, so that definitely plays a role in how good their products are. Because again, Pat McGrath, when it comes to complexion, I feel like she's also like an eyeshadow queen, because you guys know the Mothership palettes, very popular. The formula of them, we don't really see too much in other eyeshadows, especially the shimmer shades, but the complexion products, she's got, you know, lip products. I would say probably my favorite product from Pat McGrath is the blurring powder. It's a small, compact powder, but a little goes a long way. And baby, when she said blur, she meant blur on your face, okay? Those two, absolutely, positively. This next one, a little newer, but again, haven't really had any misses with the products that I've tried. That is LYS Beauty. Y'all know the contour stick, swear by that. That ends up in like every recommendation video I have every year for the Sephora sale, because it's like daily use for me. I have oily skin, so the perimeter of my face is really where I get to play with cream products, and it just works out really well, just wears really well on my skin tone and the shade that I use. Y'all know contour doesn't really come in that shade, especially with other brands. So love them just for that product alone. I just did the video on the blushes that are like the same formula, but blush shades. Again, very pigmented. They show up on your skin. You know, I would expect all these brands I'm about to talk about, if we're talking about complexion, to show up for deeper complexions. But again, blend really well. When the line first launched, I almost did like a full face, foundation, concealer, all of that. Really just nice products. You know, you just got to go and find which ones work for you with the rest of the makeup look that you're doing on your face and the rest of your favorites. But definitely one where, you know, I don't really remember anything that I've been like, I don't really care for this. Okay, now this one is an oldie. Okay, it's an oldie. It came back probably like 2022, and y'all aren't really making that much noise about it. That is Fashion Fair. Okay, that's one of those brands where, you know, especially like in my instance, you know, like everyone can remember when they started getting into makeup, usually playing in your mom's makeup or something like that. So it's cool that, you know, you can have those experiences with if it is your mother, where it's something that she used and now like you're old enough, you can be buying it on your own, you got to sneak into her stash, anything like that. So they did rebrand, they did reformulate everything, and they came back to Sephora again, did a video on that, and I'm pretty sure I could link full face video, stuff like that, to all the brands I'm talking about, which I'll probably do in the description down below for you to check out. And just again, products that complement melanated skin tones. I would say my favorite product from them is probably, if not the primer, then probably the powder. One of those two. I'm a powder girl, I got oily skin. It's one of those two. It's either the primer, it might be the primer. Okay, another black owned brand at Sephora is colle. I did not a full face. I think I did I tried it so you don't have to type video. And what I got, the vibe I got from them is like your skin but better. Like, you know, if you're like very clean girl, aesthetic, no makeup type girly, I think you would like this brand. I don't really come across too many foundation sticks that I like, so love that for them. The skin tint, summer is coming. The skin tint, if you check out nothing else from this brand, check out the skin tint, because it'll give just refresh, just I woke up like this type vibe if you're, you know, on the go type thing, or you prefer the like 5-minute makeup routine. If that's your vibe, then you'll probably really like that skin tint. Okay, now we're really about to get into some brands that I have not heard about, so might not be able to pronounce. And then the other ones, I've tried some of the other ones. Yes, I have. Okay, so the first one I see, Edom. Not my camera overheating. All right, of course I'll be having the pictures pop up here, but I see here a Cloud Cushion Plush Moisturizer, a Milk Marvel Dark Spot Serum, and a Cashmere Peel Gentle AHA and PHA Exfoliating Toner. Okay, baby, everything has like 4 to 5 stars on it. The products have, you know, the very popular ingredients that people are going for right now when it comes to skincare: niacinamide, AHA, the ceramized peptides. It's got all of that. I can't tell you about the actual products itself because I just found out about this brand, but just like I found out about it, you might have just found out about it too, and you might want to go look into it. Okay, so the next brand is Cay Skin. It is by Winnie Harlow, you know, supermodel. I have tried products from this brand before. I think we're moving into skincare brands. Definitely focuses on SPF. So I've tried the SPF. It's like a body oil-ish type thing. Wasn't the biggest fan of that. Of course, they have like regular SPF. Was a fan of that. However, I think what I took away the most from this brand was the lip balm SPF. Because when I thought about it, I was like, you know, I really don't be putting like SPF over my lips. I don't know. I don't know how many times I've been having to tell y'all I am a texture person. So I just feel like, you know, you don't usually do that in your skincare routine. So that's one thing like I just kind of gloss over. So when I saw that, I was like, wait a minute. Add to cart. Let me go ahead, put this lip balm that has SPF in it in there. And I just like throw it in my purse, and, you know, I have lip balm to go. How much does it cost? It is $15 for this lip balm. It does come in different colors now. So I just bought it in clear, but they've got a new color, new ting. She's Jamaican, right? I think so. I think she's Jamaican. So that is my biggest takeaway from Cay Skin. I think they also have, is that new? No, that's not new. Okay, but yeah, the brand pretty much focuses on like, you know, SPF type products, stuff like that. So if you are looking for an SPF line, check that out. Okay, next up is a Topicals. Baby, talk about making some noise. Earlier this year, they posted a video. I was like, you know, you that when you cause all this compass. I know that's right. So I have tried the Topicals. It's like a mist that comes out, a body mist that comes out, really hydrating for the skin. I'm just not the biggest fan of how it smells. And I'll be saying this all the time, like lotions, body butters, body sprays, unless it's an actual like body mist, I'm okay with it being like fragrance free. You know, I make up for the fragrance when it comes to perfumes. I'll be stacking like 2-3 perfumes depending on the day. So I'm okay if they don't have any scent, because sometimes the scent in some lotion, stuff like that, it's just, but I like the products. for what the product actually does for the skin. I just can't get down with how it smells sometimes, and then sometimes I'll be overlooking it. Like if it doesn't linger much, or you know, it's not as strong, stuff like that, I'm like, okay, I can get over it. Sometimes I can't get over it. But like that product from them, I did pick up the Slick Salve Lip Balm. That's what caused all that controversy. I like that product. I like it. Is it sticky? Yes, but like overly sticky to me? No. It is what I put on when I go to bed. So when I wake up with very hydrated lips. I know one of their most popular products is the Faded Serum for dark spots and discoloration. I've never tried that, so I can't tell you about that. And then I know the eye patches are also very popular for them as well. So definitely one that I would recommend if you're looking for, you know, body care, face care, that type of stuff. Okay, next up, I just told you guys about this in a Sephora haul I did not too long ago. That is 54 Thrones. Absolutely, positively. I believe I saw Kyra talking about their beauty butter in the tube version, and I think that's what made me check out the brand. I haven't tried that product from them, but what I did buy is their Barrier Repair Cloud Body Cream with peptides and hyaluronic acid. Absolutely positively. First of all, a little goes a long way, because I'm not gonna lie, it's $36 and the tube ain't that big, but a little goes a long way. And it's a body butter that I'll put on at night, wake up in the morning hydrated. I like how it smells. And it's just one of those products where it's like you get that 2-for-1, where it looks and smells good on the body, but it's also doing good things for your skin. So absolutely positively. What else do they? Oh, I think it's just the tube beauty butter, and then the other tube body cream. Okay, so the next brand is Adwoa Beauty. We're moving on to hair. I have only tried their Blue Tansy Reparative Mask, hair mask. I like it. You know, sometimes, especially after like taking braids out or after a silk press, stuff like that, I want to use a mask to just kind of, you know, really give my hair that self-care type day. And I really like the mask. After I tried it, I feel like curls just, you know, life comes back to them, just bounce back, all of that. I do see a hair milk leave-in conditioner, a deep conditioning treatment, moisturizing shampoo. Okay. But like I said, I've only tried the hair mask from them, but I really liked it. Next up, Briogeo. They're one of the first few brands that I looked into when I started doing my hair myself, because y'all know my mom did my hair until I was like 20 something. And love their products when I tried it, especially the Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Hair Mask. But they also have like a charcoal shampoo that I really like. I think it's leave-in conditioner. It's like no frizz conditioner. Really like that. I do have this in my wish list. Their Scalp Revival Pre-Wash Scalp and Hair Oil. I'll probably pick that up during the sale. But yeah, hair care, black-owned brand. Check them out. Now, I did not know this. Did y'all know Pattern was at Sephora? Like Pattern by Tracee Ellis Ross? Excuse me. I've always wanted to check them out. Like, if it's not sold at Sephora or Ulta, I'll want to check it out, but I just never get around to, like, you know, going into Walmart, Target, stuff like that. Even though I think it's sold at Ulta. I think so. But it is now sold at Sephora. So I did pick up the curl mousse. So I can't wait to, you know, do another style so I can try that out. But I see a medium conditioner, styling cream for curly and coily hair, leave-in conditioner for curly and coily hair. Okay, Tracee. And then another hair care brand at Sephora that I have tried is Melanin Haircare. So I see here their multi-use softening leave-in conditioner. I've tried their, was it African soap? Black African soap? Was it African black soap reviving shampoo? Absolutely. I like a clarifying type shampoo, one that's really going to get in there. I don't feel like it strips, you know, too much. Like, it definitely cleans what it has to, but like, you know how sometimes like clarifying just gives like straight up dry. So that shampoo, and then I tried the Twist Elongating Style Cream and the deep conditioner. I like that hair care line a lot. So, and honorable mention, because it is new at Sephora, but I didn't like the one that I picked up. It is called Brown Girl Jane. So we're moving into fragrance. So the name of the brand is Brown Girl Jane. Like I said, we're moving into fragrance. When I saw it, I was like, okay, wait a minute. Again, it has like all 4 or 5 star reviews. It is new to Sephora. So I saw one called Casablanca. I want to try it out, so I purchased it. Now y'all know I don't return things often, and even fragrances I'll be like, I'll just take the L, I'll give it away, stuff like that. But I was like, nah, I'm so sorry, you gotta go back to the store. I was just not feeling it. It gave granny, like church. It gave granny's purse. I'm so sorry. The scent was just not for me. Now, like I said, it's got 4 or 5 star reviews on it, so clearly people like it. You know, if you do like it, I'm not saying you smell like a granny, but I'm saying to me, the scent when I sprayed it smelled like, you know, people get real sensitive with that. So that specific fragrance just wasn't for me, but if I check out the other ones that they have, yes, I would. The packaging is very cute, and you know, it doesn't take much after I hear that it's a Black owned brand. So I would definitely check out some of the other fragrances. I do see that they have a Discover set. Jesus. But letting you know, if you didn't know, that is now available at Sephora. Oh, also another Black owned brand available at Sephora, of course, Forvr Mood. First, Jackie had the candles. If you guys have not heard, she is coming out with fragrance. I have gotten questions if I'm going to check it out. Of course I am. First of all, it's Jackie. Second of all, it's fragrance. So you already know I was going to be on that. I'm not sure if that video trying her fragrance will be up before or after this video, but yes, I'm going to try it out.